second phase, as I understand.
Yeah. Shall we start, madam?
Yeah, please, we can, sir, please.
Good morning to all. Welcome to the second session of this FDP program. With the consent of convener, we are starting the session. So our speaker for this session is Dr. Pratima Khandelwal. She is the founder of Fly High, a MSME-based educational support startup in Bangalore, which is resting on a capacity building initiative. She carries collectively 21 plus years of teaching with mentoring, research in food technology and leadership experience, which she gained at Thapar Institute at Patiala and later in Bangalore at Science and Engineering Institutions under Bangalore University and VTU. She holds a PhD in food technology and process and food engineering from GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar. She has guided doctoral, masters, and BTech students along with 42 publications, research papers, and 4 book chapters. She is the inventor with 2 patents and co-discoverer of few new fungal strains. She is on the editorial board of 2 international dairy and food science journals and is also a reviewer for 3 international journals. Her key areas of research are healthcare, foods, probiotics, food safety, and pedagogy. Since 2018, she is into techno and empathetic pedagogy and has been training teachers and students in many states across India. She has contributed in FDPs organized by Infosys Campus Connect in TQ 2019 and Biocon Academy 2018 and 2019. With the onset of the ongoing pandemic, she has conducted several skill-based virtual training sessions for faculty, students, and development programs at many higher educational institutions in India. It includes institutes like BITS Pilani, NPTEL, IIT Madras, and IIT Bhilai. She has been invited in Atmanirbhar Bharat-based training program of trainers by IIFPT, NDRI, and IDP NAHEP, which is part of ICAR. She has also been the lead resource person for AICTE, Atal, and ISTE-based FDPs in states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. She interacts with young professionals at MNCs and with Rotarians on foods for preventive healthcare. Dr. Pratima also promotes motivational strategies for preventive health care and upskilling for the disruptive times in the new normals. Ma'am, on behalf of the staff, students, and the management at the Oxford College of Engineering, I take it a privilege to welcome you for this session for being our resource person. Welcome to the session, ma'am. And you may kindly take.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Salma. Very nice of you. At the onset, I'd like to congratulate and appreciate, I should say both, especially the leader of the whole program, Dr. Manjunath sir, and the team which he has in you and others also. So this event, in fact, it's really nice to see that the topic, which is so relevant for today's time, especially on bioinnovation, patenting, and entrepreneurship, has been led by Oxford College of Engineering, Department of Biotechnology for 3 phases. And I'm sure all the participants who have been present all across and today who are there, I'm sure all of you have gained with the inputs, because I personally attended 1 or 2 sessions on the invite of Manjunath sir, and I really was gaining, including his own session. So I'm sure, dear teachers and faculty participants, you all have gained a lot, and I wish I also try to add some component in your learning. And this next 50 minutes, we'll just try to see what exactly are the new avenues which are opening up, particularly for students, young students, and even I like to invite young teachers also into the bandwagon of entrepreneurship. Yes, when it comes to patenting, it's so important. You are sitting in a department, or you are sitting through the department which has few patents and many research projects. Again, as far as my information goes, the team which Manjunath sir leads is doing commendable in research also. So you can understand when things come from the people who have already done or doing, it casts beautiful impact. That exactly made me really collaborate with this beautiful department. And I'm here in front of you. A very humble, small thing I like to add. When Mrs. Salma was introducing, it took me a lot of time to become an entrepreneur, honestly. And I'm still becoming. I will not say I am an. It took me a lot of time. So before I present, I request all young teachers, this session is being recorded. I wish if some of you here a little later also, with my all honest heart and fresh mind, let me please tell you, the sooner the better. And I appreciate such institutions in India where teachers themselves are entrepreneurs. And I know one institution in Bangalore itself, which is on agri-technology based, which the qualifying requirement for joining it as a faculty is that you are an entrepreneur also. So how, I should say, wow, the things are changing for positive. Otherwise, we teach our students to become entrepreneur, but if at all they can see teachers being entrepreneurs, it is far easier for them to have that confidence to pick up. And once again, let me say, the sooner the better, because at 45 plus when I started, it's not that easy. I took so much time to think that, is it okay? Should I really do? Should I leave job? All those things come. So with this humble submission, I invite you all for a short session on newer avenues. Perhaps many of you already know. We'll try to see a case study also. And what are the skill sets? My major interest is skill sets. We do have a lot of knowledge. We have a lot of resources, open learning resources in particular. And events like this are also a great avenue to give us information on entrepreneurship, on innovation, on patenting. How much we apply is also very important. And to facilitate that, there are skills required. That's the reason I have joined together and bringing in next 50 minutes this aspect. With this, I really welcome all of you in this session. And I'll try that the session goes, we'll just talk about the startups, which I'm sure in last 12 days plus, you have already heard this very well from the speakers. And we'll talk about newer avenues which are coming. Yes, there are a lot of newer avenues. And food sector, I will take two reasons. I'm from food technology domain. And second, I attended Manjuna sir's session and yesterday Mr. Dr. Rajeshwar's session. And I really felt, let me continue the tempo in the same series of taking food biotechnology as one of the sector as a case study. And I will try to show you how technology is encompassing the time which is coming in this current pandemic and post-pandemic also. So we'll try to talk how much for entrepreneurs and incubators, the skill sets which are required. And I wish, as I go through, please have some question and answer. Please put your points as discussion. It's important because a very, very important ability in any session is how can we ask questions. It's important, my dear participants, the valued participants. Tomorrow, when you yourself have classes, I'm sure you invite questions. If we keep speaking and there are no questions, I mean, like there is some deficiency. And I'm ready to accept, if this happens today with me also, do let me know what was the deficiency if you don't put any questions. That's one submission. So one more aspect, dear participants, you can speak, just unmute. We are small in numbers, just unmute and add your point of agreement or disagreement also. Always it's not possible. It's good to agree to disagree is what I'll try to say with smile on my face. With this, I thought I'll start with a positive note, and certainly the good news is in front of you, which comes here, that technology is the most sought after ingredient as of today, certainly tomorrow also, for entrepreneurial success. Do whatever without technology. Right now we are connected with technology. Technology is the determining aspect. So the more we are comfortable, the more we accept it, the better it is. The more we shun it away, there are issues with us. So we all know we are talking of biotech enterprises, which will harness complete biological aspect or a part of it, in particularly the processes. There are three important aspects. Either we develop products, or we develop services, or we are into equipment for, again, bigger areas. Today, as of now, areas are agriculture, medicine, food, and environment. Now, if you see, all these four are dominating like anything in today's market. There are requirements different. I'm sure in this 15-day program, today being the last day, you are enough confident with information how, what, where can be done. But yes, I repeat, technology is very important ingredient. So let's see, whenever we talk of biotechnology, we bring societal point of view. So when society comes, consumers automatically comes. When consumer comes, let's see how the demography of consumers change and how demands are coming up. We can't ignore, because any technology, any aspect which we try to do is for people around. I hope as I move further, I hope audibility, visibility is there. Kindly say something if at all you feel. And Mrs. Salma is there, a wonderful coordinator in the show, who can always help to, because I'm on a different screen. So if at all I cannot read your chat, she's there to help me. And I'm sure you can please express if at all things are going fine in your taste or not. Is it okay, Mrs. Salma? Visibility aspects and all?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Great, thank you. Thank you. So let's talk of demography. Now, this is so important because whenever we talk to students, we can't say, I like this technology, so let me work on this. Or I like this process, let me pick up this. Now today, virology is in huge demand, but we all know that setting up virology lab is absolutely not very easy. Absolutely. We're talking of biosafety level 3 or biosafety level 4. So something which I like may not be always possible. But let's do other way around. What we say, push model. Let me push. One is push, second is pull. Let me pull the needs which is coming from the society or the people. So my technology, my area will be for somebody. So let me start from there. So I'm talking about today's technologies being defined by working professionals, young and urban dwellers, and I'm sure many of us come in this aspect. Another key area for all biotechnologists is on convenience products, on safety, on health immunity. I'm sure you also know that the safety word and immunity word has been Googled maximum times in the last 1 year. We also want one term, freshness, and beat anything, every passing year, the word sustainability or low environmental impact will be only gaining momentum and momentum. So the more these 6 terms, convenience, safety, health, which is actually an aspect of immunity, it could be preventive healthcare, like I speak on that through foods, or freshness. In fact, I develop kits also on this aspects only. When I was heading a biotechnology department in New Horizon College of Engineering, for 7 years we worked only on science and technology for society. And I'm sure you know, one course is there on bioethics, and we have module 2 on that, STS we say. So science and technology for society. That's a beautiful area which I felt I can work upon. So maybe 2 patents on that, or in fact some, now I'm incubating those things with some students who wanted to continue, or some of them have changed the domain also. So that whole aspect is beautiful. So safety, immunity, freshness, sustainability, and low environmental impact are important. Pick any, you will gain. Pick any, you will be shining. And these all are worth capitalizing. I'm bringing the word capital, and certainly they call for rapid growth. Wow, rapid growth. Who wants slow growth? All want rapid growth. Now, one small question to all of you. If you see this diagram, you see a lot of technology on the farm, right? Maybe it's agri-biotech example. Now, there are 2 things which are very opposite happening today when it comes to agri-biotechnology or agriculture also. Can you guess what are these? I have put a divider line. So there are just contrasts like numerator, denominator. So something is happening which is required, and something is also required which is so less in amount. So let's give an example. Can you think something which we can put in the numerator? What should be more now? Can you please tell? What should be more in the top? This is for you. Any answers? And just unmute and tell. Don't text also. Please try. What can come here for as which is required more, and what can come down which is required less? Something related to agriculture. Please think. We just spoke on sustainability or environmental impact. Now you can answer.
Sensor, ma'am.
Sensors, great. We want more sensors. Wonderful. Sensors for what? Sensors for what? Absolutely, sensors. Okay.
For location, ma'am.
Locate. Great. Sensors for location. Okay. What else? Can we just say some more examples? Can you just think? Interesting. Good thoughts. Something more, something less. What is less required now? We are talking of zero waste technology.